All right, so today I'm going to be listening to Giacinto Scelsi's third piano sonata for the first time. Uh, this piece was written in the late 1930s, I believe. And yeah, it's a piano sonata. It's about 22 pages, and I think in terms of duration, it runs about 20 minutes. Uh, tempo movement one is marked lento rubato, and it opens with a intro long introduction with no bar lines. And seemingly bar lines are just placed whenever there's like a tempo change, it seems. Uh, okay. Movement two is marked con dolcezza. Also very slow, quarter equals 63. Um, and then movement three is just marked quarter equals 72. And there's only three movements, it looks like. Um, we have some metered stuff towards the end here. It does seem to be sort of like in this interesting middle period of the composer's output where he's doing like um, very improvised sounding, like rhythmic writing, but also very loose in terms of meter and bar line. Yeah, I'm curious to see what this will sound like. So Chelsea's early compositional phase was from 1930 to 1941. Uh, his language was largely traditional, influenced by Scriabin, Berg, and Bartók. Yeah, the early piano output includes four sonatas, of which I think this is one of them, and also his first seven suites, some of which are lost. So a lot of piano output at this time. You can see there's like a 2 year gap between his first period and his second period. And then there's yeah, I guess his second period would be when you start to get his, he's being more and more restrictive with pitch and more kind of improvisatory. And then I guess his third period is when you get his one note stuff. Yeah, the last piece we looked at uh, by Chelsea, Bot Ba, was like the very start of his second period, whereas this piano piece is 1939, so it's like firmly in his first period of output. So yeah, I'm curious what he seems to have sort of lost interest in the sonata form, and he went into this sort of like idea of just like grouping movements of pieces together into suites. Um, so we'll see what formally is different about this one. I guess I can kind of compare it to suite number eight, even though it's a different style. Recordings in the video description, and I'll let you know what I think. Really don't know what I'm in for with this one. So yeah, hopefully it'll be a easy listen. I'm always surprised by how energetic and full of life Chelsea's music is, so this might be, like a bit of an energy boost at least. Okay, yeah, so my thoughts on this one. To be honest, I wasn't following the score that much. It kind of lost my attention a little bit, but that has more to do with what's going on with me right now than the piece. I would say it's definitely a little bit more thematic than Bot Ba was. I feel like there were some themes, especially in the first and the third movement, that you could kind of follow. Usually just like little descending chromatic things. Um, it still sounds very improvised and loose. It does remind me a lot more of Scriabin. I think that's definitely an influence here, but um, what I mean, a lot of people, well, I've seen some people complain about how slow Scriabin's harmonic rhythm can be, and I think that's really what he does to explore strange harmonies. This is kind of a similar thing, but even more so. I think Chelsea is like really expanded the harmonic rhythm to the point where there's almost it's almost hard to perceive the harmonic progression that's happening. Um, and for the most part, it's kind of like written in two-part writing, which makes things even more complicated. It's like sort of he's just filling the piano with sound with the pedal down, and it's sort of hard to critique because it's not like very premeditated sounding. It's very improvised. So um, it's kind of strange seeing it notated on the page so meticulously when it's obviously something that's spontaneously made, and yeah, it's kind of a weird phenomenon of music notation. Like, uh, I'm wondering if at this point the composer was like just using recording technology to like record himself play and then transcribing it or something. Because this would be very hard to just write out of nowhere. Tomorrow, I'm going to be listening to some Florence Price, which will be a nice change of pace, but also very different from all the music surrounding it in the series. So it might be a lighter fare. I'm most interested in just getting into Florence Price's bio and like the history of it, of her music and stuff. So yeah, that'll be it for Scelsi for a little while.